Hey everybody, Resident Loser Jeremy here. Today we're going on a field trip. Times are definitely weird right now, and not all of us can make our living in the studio. I know where I'm going now. Car is loaded up with equipment. This is the second round of the install we're gonna be doing. Basically, this is a small theater. They've been around for a long time. By the way, I'm still in my parking lot, so always wear your seatbelt. They've been around for a long, long time as like a community theater, but a very, very good theater. They've had little to no sound reinforcement whatsoever. We've done one install up to this point. This is gonna be the second part of the install. The first part installed a new board, installed new speakers. They needed something that volunteers could run pretty easily. I hope you guys can see me in this. I have no idea what exposure looks like over there. Best I can do. The main concerns that the theater had was they needed a system that could bring them into the modern age. They needed something that was better than what they had, which was almost nothing. Most theaters will go with on-stage mics or overhead mics, like the quote-unquote choir mic. In a room that size, it was a losing battle. Where it helped them was they had hearing assist for theater goers that needed a little extra help hearing stuff that was happening on stage. And so his main idea was that hearing assist sounded way better than anything they've been able to put through the house. If you think about it for a second, it's obvious why that is happening. You've got one mic that's doing the hearing assist. It only has to go through the earpieces for those people using the hearing assist, so you're not battling feedback in the room. It's obviously getting rid of the number one struggle with live sound, right? There's no possibility of feedback. We have to go in and kind of rethink the system. I know I've designed and picked pieces with a lot of help from other people, something that's very, very high quality, that should last a very, very long time if it's treated well, and also be easy for a volunteer to learn. It's not all about getting paid, but it is a fun chance to work with a theater that's in my old hometown. Getting to know that theater is set up and ready for whatever it needs to do down the road. It's a cool thing to be able to do for something that enhances the art scene in my local area. Don't know how much time I'm actually going to have to film there, because I actually have to do the install. So, kind of a bummer I wasn't able to film any inside. We were just too pressed for time. I would say this is a pretty cool visit. One, even though there's nothing happening right now, for me, there's not a whole lot happening at the studio. There's stuff coming in, there's gigs happening, but it's few and far between. Talking to a lot of different people, there's gigs very few and far between, and we're just all hungry. It seems like this helped me out a little bit. I'm not making much on something like this, but it's a chance for me to help a local theater from my hometown kind of expand artistic reach in my local scene, I suppose, and having a hand in that is cool in and of itself. But it is hopeful for one reason, I think, and that's even though there's nothing happening at this theater this season, but they're putting all this work into updating it, being ready for when things happen. So there's a whole feeling of hopefulness around this, and it's kind of good to come out and work in a space like this where they're looking forward to that. It kind of helps me look forward to that in my own work. So these places haven't just rolled over in defeat. They are working to make everything better for when everything does come back to normal. People get back to enjoying things like art at a cool theater in the middle of nowhere, that they're ready to go. And not only are they ready to go, they're way better off than they were before any of this happened. And they're just kind of using this as time to improve. If we want to get real deep with it, maybe we should all be doing the same. Time that we have right now, let's work to improve ourselves. Cheesy alert. Oh my gosh. Who knew just doing a little sound install would get me so nostalgic? I think they're going to be ready. They got a really good setup for the next few years. Honestly, I'm super excited for being able to be creative again and coming and doing this in a space where they're not just hoping it's going to get better, but they're literally preparing for it to get better, and they're dropping a large amount of money in anticipation for it getting better. There's something really reassuring there. I'm going to take that back to my own space. I feel like we all need that. Anyway, guys, I'm Resident Loser Jeremy. I hope this was a little encouraging. I kind of needed this. We got done early, so I'm just kind of sitting out here enjoying the sounds of nature. Anyway, guys, I'm Resident Loser Jeremy. If you liked it, hit the like button. Go take time to sit outside. See you in the next one.